Hello. Hi, everybody. Saturn Prince guy here. Okay, I addressed this before. Okay, I'm sorry, you're looking up my nose, man. I'm not fucking Illuminati producer over here, okay? Just one lonely barky fucking body's in a coffin, but still I'm working my fingers to the bone. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now hopefully shouldn't be looking at my nose. Sure, nobody wants to look at my nose. Okay. All right, everybody. I want to address the issue of the CDC Centers. My Lord, my God did a video. She's done great work. The lady just has astounded me. Completely astounded me. Okay. Her name will go down in history. People will know her name thousands of years from now. Thousands of years from now, people will see her work. Look at her video. Thousands of years from now. What? You'll see. Come back in 1,000 years ago. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get my coffee, right? That's what I okay. Okay, I was doing some Iron Maiden. Now Iron Maiden is making scorch posts, but I don't care how Iron Maiden feels about me. I still love him, and I hope nothing bad happened to him. But if something happened bad to somebody that I venerated, I feel absolutely horrible about it. But as far as Iron Maiden goes, they deserve veneration. They deserve respect. They deserve, recognition. They deserve. And I hope nothing happened to them. But if it did, I'm still going to stand by my choice to venerate them because that's what they deserve. It sounds like, a freaking jerk, but they deserve it. They worked hard. And no matter how they feel about me, I'll always love them. And I'm going to do my best to save the British people and all their fans. And, British people are screwed up. They got tons of homeless people over there, tons of people on drugs. The monarchy, hoards wealth. And we got, in America, there's wealth there. I'm not in America, but there's wealth there. But I think most people are just so greedy, they just immediately, consume it. And there's no hoarded wealth. It's all been probably stolen or whatever, taken off planet or whatever. I don't believe there's much hoarded wealth there. But the Queen was known to have hoarded wealth. The Vatican's known to have hoarded wealth. So there's no reason for it. There should be no homeless people in Britain. Not one homeless person. And anybody with any kind of drug problem that needs help should be able to get help. Why is it right for the Queen to sit there with, such amounts of hoarded wealth and there be any homeless people in Britain? There should be no homeless people in Britain, not one. Not one person. So I don't care how Iron Maiden feels about me. I love them, and I guess they can make all the scorch posts they want, It's not going to change how I feel about them. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Okay, we're going to address the CDC Centers. My Lord, my God did a video today I saw. And and showed an ambulance with bars on it or something. Some kind of ambulance with bars. Okay, in times of great trouble and great disaster, tough decisions need to be made. So people are faced with tough decisions. They don't always make the right decision either. We're only human. Well, some are reptilians. Not really too much human anymore. Probably more part reptilian, part this, part that. But whatever we are, we are. You know? Hybrid race, or Gentile, or you're a race that has come here from somewhere else to do whatever you're doing. Okay, here we go. These are some points that I brought up, or I came up with, as far as concerning the issue of the CDC. All right. So number one, what efforts have the Cdc Centers engaged in to facilitate the continued precautions and safeguards now available if the grid goes down and there is no longer any electricity, or the installations are destroyed due to earthquake or the incursion of seas or other bodies of water? Okay, what are the safeguards there? Okay, so if the electricity goes off, are they still going to be able to safeguard all the plagues and viruses and shit they got there? Or they didn't address this on purpose because they want the shit to be released and they want to kill as many people as possible? I mean, that could be true too. Okay, point two. As all diseases, viruses, plagues are man-made, and the patents and cures are all established and held by someone, have stockpiles of these cures been produced in sufficient quantities in case of a major calamity or outbreak? Okay? They all got patents, they all got cures, so don't fall for the okie doke if you don't. Okay. Okay. Now, let's move on to bacteria. Bacteria, I believe, has more to do with oxygen. The makeup of the air we breathe, it plays a part in bacteria, the growth of bacteria. Okay, any bacteria that develops from formerly released agents or mounting residues are facilitated by the makeup of the air we breathe. Okay? So all the shit they've been spraying, might be building up, or it's left there floating around, or... Okay, so it's in the air, Now, there's also bacteria on the ceiling. Don't forget, the ceiling is compromised. There's 1,000 years of bacteria on there that's going to rain down on your heads. So don't forget about that. Has these components been specifically identified? And are solutions to removing them been developed? Or minimizing them, at least. Minimizing or removing these agents from the air. Have they developed solutions to accomplish this? Or they just said, fuck it, don't care? Okay, number 4. If weather manipulation installations are directed at the CDC Centers by a hostile entity, are the centers equipped? Well, I mean, they already are directed by a hostile entity because Billy Joe Jim Bob at Harvard's been killing animals all over the world for how long? He just killed a bunch of reindeer over here, some cows over there, and plus, don't forget, it's not only HARP. You got SPX. You got now HARP is probably outdated. It's probably just now HARP is probably just a scapegoat. They really don't use it that much. They probably got other, ways to create the weather and create earthquakes, tsunamis, and this kind of shit. Okay, so if weather manipulation systems are directed at the CDC Centers by a hostile entity, are the centers equipped to provide sufficient protection to the delicate specimens now contained there? Okay, so let's say Billy Joe Jim Bob down at HARP. Well, let's just use HARP as an example. They probably don't even barely use it anymore. Probably just, I don't know what the fuck they use, but they probably got something better and more powerful now. Okay, so, so let's say Billy Joe Jim Bob down at HARP decides, well, you know what? I want to see if I can blow up a fucking CDC center today. What do you think? I'm tired of fucking killing fucking cows and reindeer and whatever. and, cattle and fish and whales and porpoises. Let's try my hand at a CDC center and see what I can do today. Okay, so now they shoot lightning bolts over there, or they create a tsunami. If they got one on the shore, they created like a tsunami like they did and destroyed Fukushima. All you gotta do is just create an earthquake under the water, and then it creates a wave, and then it goes and just wipes the shit out, like what happened to Fukushima. Okay, so what if there's a CDC center or a nuclear power plant that's near the shore, and they create an earthquake under the water, which creates a tsunami that goes and wipes the fucking shit out. Okay. So are the centers equipped? Are they prepared for this kind of action? Are they? Is the center prepared in case huge body of water is there? Are they? Isn't the place full of like plagues and viruses and shit like that? Like real horrible shit in there. I mean, so if some water comes, are they gonna? Is the shit still gonna be protected? That's the gist of that there. Okay. If the artificial intelligence system is initiated, are the centers incorporated into this framework of control and continuous stabilization? Okay, so let's say the power goes out and all the nuclear power plants melt down and everybody dies. Okay, so if that happens, and so everybody dies, so they see the fact that everyone's going to die. They say, well, we might as well institute the artificial intelligence system so it can at least protect our place of dwelling after we're all dead. And the entrances, of course, it's probably going to protect the entrances to the bunkers and underground cities and underground chains. So that's probably part of the deal there. So is the artificial intelligence system, is that also directed to protect the CDC centers, or they don't give a fuck because all the people are going to die, so they want as many plagues and viruses released to kill as many people as possible? I mean, that's another question. Okay. Hey, I got a few more points here to make. I hope you're not looking at my nose. I'm sorry, everybody. I got the phone there on a sweatshirt. I mean, what I'm going to do? I don't got a studio over here. I'm not Alex Jones, fucking InfoWars with fucking crazy designs behind my head and shit. I also believe something happened to the secure team guy, because he's been doing great work, and all of a sudden today there's a scorch post. That's why I said the people. I've been with these people for years working, and then all of a sudden one day they turn into a scumbag. Why all of a sudden scorch post? Why? So that means either people got killed, and someone took their page over, whatever, or someone bribed them into turning into a dirtbag, or whatever. Okay, so I believe something happened to this dude. Security team dude. No, but not security team dude. I'm sorry, not security team dude. Who's the other? Jonathan. Okay, I forgot the name of the dude. Never mind what I said. Okay. I forgot his name. But he's been doing great work, and then all of a sudden, scorch post today. I was like, oh man, another one bites the dust, And it's not a joke, I really worry for the safety of these people. I was just saying to myself, I said, this guy's been doing, was it security? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not sure I remember, but I'm saying to myself, like, this guy has been doing this great work, and he's still alive, and nobody's went and fucking murdered him already, or stole his shit away, or bribed him, or turned him into a dirtbag somehow, turned him out. I mean, because that's what happens to everybody. As soon as they find a good person that's doing good work, like after a little while, they get turned out, or they change up. They change up. So I'm surprised this guy lasted so long. So this guy's still doing good work. He's got to be on a spaceship or something. Or he's got to be in a bunker or somewhere, You can't just do. I can do the work because I'm in a vortex and nobody can get in here. I'm in a nightmare. I'm in my own mind, really. Really, when I say I'm a legend in my own mind, I'm really a legend in my own mind, but not really because people are starting to take notice on Earth now, or in Earth. So now people are starting to take notice of what I'm doing. So the NSA blocked all my. Nobody can comment and nobody can number one me, but that's all right because eventually people are going to watch this, and still the NSA can watch it, FBI watch it, if, the news is watching it, Fox News is watching it, Fox News, Fox News is watching. So there's still a lot of people watching. They're just staying quiet because they don't want me to know they're watching. Or they don't want anybody to see them comment or whatever. Because I'm not interested in talking in code. I'm not going to sit and have a big giant conversation with you in code. I'm not interested. I don't even answer fucking comments in code. I don't got time for that. So the only reason I talk in code to people is to protect them, like if I'm worried about their safety, I might say something in code, not because I don't want anything to happen to the people, obviously. Okay, let's keep going. Here's another good point. If the program virus, or what's known as the biosphere of Jehovah, completely consumes the populace, which they basically already have, but stays silent beneath the individual self, is the CDC even aware of this issue and threat? Do they have any understanding of how to rid the populace of this affliction? Or are they just going to kill the people and that's it? Because I believe that people can be rid of this affliction because I rid myself of it. I believe I had it. I believe I had the virus for a period of time. You can get rid of it. There's ways to get rid of it. It takes a little work, but you can get rid of it. You can rid yourself of it. So are they even aware there is a virus? Is the CDC people actually aware of their actual reality? Like, then what is it? Do they even know what the reality is, or are they just minions that mindlessly do whatever they're told? I don't know. I never met anybody who works at a CDC center before, so I couldn't tell you. I couldn't really tell you. I couldn't really tell you, but how many people are aware there is a virus? I mean, is anybody aware there's a virus? I don't know. Are you aware of your reality that you live in basically a picture tube? A balloon, you live inside of a balloon? A giant tugboat? If you want to know your reality, just reverse engineer a television. That's your reality. And you live in the picture tube. Basically, yeah. Billy Joe Jim Bob did not sit in his garage one day, smoke a blunt, just invent television. No. Invent shit. Nothing has been invented. It's just been reinstituted. And the technology that the public is aware of is just simply technology that they released to let you believe that you're evolving, but you're not really evolving. It's just a script, It's just a play, It's just a fantasy. They do it on purpose. It's all to make money, It's all about fashion, what kind of clothes they can sell at that time and whatever. Okay, here we go. Is the CDC organization aware that clone bombs may have been created? Have they developed some sort of technology to determine if a person is actually a clone bomb? And have they established a plan to deal with this threat if the microwave pulse towers are destroyed or debilitated? Because I believe a lot of people rely on the towers to kill everybody. If they so desire, they just crank them up and then everybody just gets annihilated. Just dies. But what happens is my allies come down and blow them into oblivion, or they're debilitated somehow. Somebody debilitates them, or then you can't rely on them anymore. You know. So, okay, these clones could not ever be safely transported by conventional means. So how could safety be obtained for those who find themselves within the vicinity of the clones? Could the frequency used to initiate their detonation, the detonation of these creations, be discovered and blocked? Because obviously there's some kind of frequency that they use to detonate the, clone bombs, if they've been created, which is a possibility they have been. Because if I was one of the negative races and I was hiding in dimensions that I knew were going to implode at a certain point, and my hiding place would be gone, I wouldn't be able to hide in there no more. And I'd be thrust into everyone's reality. All the side dimensions will implode, and all the countries and everything, what you know as the earth will come into one place. That's why the picture of me Satan like this and all the people all jump up together and they're underneath me, that's symbolized when all the dimensions implode and all the people come into one area. That's why they made so many paintings, all the people all jumbled together. Okay, that's what that symbolizes, obviously. So, obviously, okay, so if I was a race, and I knew my hiding place at one point was going to be wiped out, and then I was going to have to face all the allies that are trying to do something positive, when you're a race that's in there that just basically wants to take over and terraform Earth and just kill everybody or whatever. Okay. What will you do? Well, if you're a military leader and you're going to invade a country, what do you do first? You send in your planes to bomb the fucking shit. So that's the same thing. Okay, now who are the clone bombs? Like, how do they turn people into clone bombs? Well, I already told you that. I've seen the teachers bringing the kids. Well, one day I was following deer. I'm going to try to tell the story real quick. I was following deer. I was out in the woods smoking a blunt. I had nothing to do. And I was following a deer in Glastonbury. And I seen a teacher bringing some students from the woods where the deer went, coming from that way. And she walked by me and she looked at me and she was completely terrified. And she's like, oh my God. Of course, I didn't know why she was terrified and why she had such a strange look on her face and what she doing in the woods with two children, in the middle of the day. It seemed kind of strange. So at that time, I didn't understand what was occurring, but now I do, of course. But what happened? So I was following the deer. So I used to do that, follow turkeys around and deer, in the woods, just to get a look at them or something. It's something to do, Didn't have nothing to do, it was bored. So what happened? So I'm following the deer prints and all of a sudden they stop. They disappear. I was saying, how did, the 3 or 4 deer that were walking there just disappear? And the prints didn't turn around or nothing. They were just going straight and then they're just gone. So what happened? Well, when I was younger and in the woods, I found some doorways into wherever it took me, So I kept walking. And what happened to me is that when I walked past the point where the print stopped, I basically walked into a mirror, So I'm walking this way. And then when I'm walking this way, it appeared that I turned around. But I didn't turn around. So I was all confused. So I backed up and then came back into where I was. So what was it? It was a dimensional doorway. So most likely, the teacher was bringing the kids through that dimensional doorway. Now, why would a teacher bring kids through a dimensional doorway to one of the space-time termite dimensions, or I don't really, shouldn't say space-time termites anymore, but to a doorway to another dimension that's controlled by the other races that are hiding in there? Why? Well, you take the children there and then create clones of them, or clone bombs of them, the children, and then send them home on a bus. So all the memories and the whole personality of the child is transmigrated into this clone bomb child, and then the kid goes home. Now the parents don't know that they still think it's their child, but it's really a bomb. You know what I mean? So how are they a bomb? Well, I believe the skeletal structure is made of some explosive material. And if you can develop a metal that actually grows, that's actually biologic, or it's alive. Okay, they got spaceships made out of metals that is basically alive. It grows like wood, but it's metal. And it's not susceptible to heat, and it's strong. It's strong, but it's maybe somewhat pliable, but it's really actually can be very strong and can guard against all kinds of heat or whatever, or cold, or space or whatever. Okay, so I believe that some proof of what I'm saying is actually true. And I always say that all schools, churches, and hospitals are run by hybrids. They're run by hybrids at the top levels, Whether all the teachers know that they're working for hybrids, or the teachers are all hybrids, or all the teachers know that the kids are being, held hostage and then turned into clones. So not only did they create these clone bombs to soften the target, like planes go in and bomb the city before you, send your troops in there. That's the same thing they're doing by sprinkling bombs throughout the populace, so that whenever they want to, right before the dimensions implode, they just start exploding people. And so when they come out, everyone's all fucked up and blown up, and so they got a big advantage there when the dimensions implode. Okay, so plus now they got all the kids held as hostage. So all the kids that they turned into clone bombs, they still got the kids, but they're being held as hostage now. So now they can use your children as leverage too. They could come out and say, well, let us safely leave, escape the ceiling, and go about our merry way to wherever the fuck we're gonna go, and we'll return your original children, and we won't blow up the clone bombs. They could do that. That's a very distinct possibility that's part of their agenda. I believe clone bombs have been created in the past. Whether someone has actual evidence of this, I don't know, but it's possible. Somewhere there's some evidence of this. Like maybe they have some skeletons from long ago that if they, tested them, that they'll find out that it's made of some explosive material. So do you have? I mean, I believe there should be some clone bomb detectors created. So you could tell if that person's a clone bomb or not. The little detector, clone bomb? Or, no, not clone bomb. So if they can create a metal that can grow, then maybe they could create a skeletal structure that's actually explosive material that can grow as well, with the body. But it's still a bomb, it's still explosive material. Now, what other capabilities do they have, the clone bombs? Well, maybe they could see what the clone sees, they could hear what the clone hears, they could maybe have some way to direct the clone to go to a certain place. All these are possibilities. Is the CDC center aware of that? Is anyone aware of that? I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, now, just because someone's a clone bomb, I don't believe they should be just automatically slaughtered. Like I said, how can we save the people that find out to be clone bombs? If I found out I was a clone bomb, I would be completely fucking terrified. And I would look for anyone to help me out of the situation. So how could you help someone who's in that situation and find out that they're actually a clone bomb? What are you going to tell that person? What are you going to do for that person? You're just going to kill them? Or are you going to try to help them? Well, how would you help them? Well, you would try to figure out what is the frequency that is used to detonate them. And then block it somehow so they can't be detonated.